Hello, friend. Hello, friend. That's lame. Maybe I should give you a name. What I'm about to tell you is top secret. A conspiracy bigger than all of us. There's a powerful group of people out there that are secretly running the world. I'm talking about the guys no one knows about, the guys that are invisible. The top 1% of the top 1%, the guys that play God without permission. E-Corp, the largest conglomerate in the world. They're so big, they're literally everywhere. A perfect monster of modern society. The E might as well stand for evil.
Electronics, and all of life's necessities.
In fact, after a thorough intensive self-reprogramming, that's all my mind hears Caesar reads when they pop up in my world.
We have to offer.
But first, a word from our corporate overlords.
If you see our logo, that means you can rest assured that you are buying the best food, clothing, shelter, transportation, hygiene, electronics, and life's necessities that money can buy.
Together, we can change the world with E-Corp.
Evil Corp. Sometimes I dream of saving the world. Saving everyone from the invisible hand. One that brands us with an employee badge. The one that forces us to work for them. The one that controls us every day without us knowing it. But I can't stop it. I'm not that special.
And we need to work on your anger issues, Elliot. You're angry at everyone, at society.
Fuck society.
What is it about society that disappoints you so much?
Oh, I don't know. Is it that we collectively thought Steve Jobs was a great man, even when we knew he made billions off the backs of children? Or maybe it's that it feels like all our heroes are counterfeit. The world itself's just one big hoax. Spamming each other with our running commentary of bullshit masquerading as insight. Our social media faking as intimacy. Or is it that we voted for this? Not with our rigged elections, but with our things, our property, our money. I'm not saying anything new. We all know why we do this, not because Hunger Games books makes us happy, but because we want to be sedated. Because it's painful not to pretend. Because we're cowards. Fuck society.
Elliot, you're not saying anything. What's wrong?
Nothing. I feel the sensation, fight or flight. It's constant. I should just pick one. I, Elliot Alderson, am flight. I am fear. I am anxiety, terror, panic.
Some velvet morning when I'm straight.
How do we know if we're in control? No, we're not just making the best of what comes at us and that's it. They're trying to constantly pick between two options. Like your two paintings in the waiting room. Or Coke and Pepsi. McDonald's or Burger King. Hyundai or Honda. It's all part of the same blur, right? Just out of focus enough. It's the illusion of choice. Half of us can't even pick our cable, the gas, electric, the water we drink, our health insurance. Even if we did, would it matter? Now, if our only option is Blue Cross or Blue Shield, what the fuck is the difference? In fact, aren't they the same? No, man. Our choices are prepaid for us long time ago.
I'm sorry you feel you have no control.
Thought I was doing something good. It's part of this project. Thought I was gonna be part of something special.
And now?
No. It turned out to be a mistake. Like everything else. What's the point? Right? Might as well just you do nothing. Might as well do nothing. I'm just anonymous. I'm just alone. If it weren't for QWERTY, I'd be completely empty. I hate when I can't hold in my loneliness. This crying's been happening too often, every other week now. What do normal people do when they get this sad? They reach out to friends or family, I think.
Let me tell you why you're really here. You're here because you sense something wrong with the world. Something you can't explain. But you know it controls you and everyone you care about.
What are you talking about?
Money. Money hasn't been real since we got off the gold standards. It's become virtual. Software, the operating system of our world.
In the fallout of the Great Depression, FDR closed all the banks for a bank holiday. And then he reopened them in stages when they were reported to being sound. Later, historians discovered what we in this room now know, that those reports, they were mostly lies. Nevertheless, it worked. It worked because the public believed the government had everything under control. You see? That is the business model for this great nation of ours. Every business day when that market bell rings, we con people into believing in something. The American dream, family values, could be freedom fries for all I care. It doesn't matter. As long as the con works and people buy and sell, whatever it is we want them to. If I resign, then any scrap of confidence the public is already clinging onto will be destroyed. And we all know a con doesn't work without the confidence.
Everyone steals. That's how it works. You think people out there are getting exactly what they deserve? No. They're getting paid over or under, but someone in the chain always gets bamboozled. Tell me one thing, Elliot. Are you a 1 or a 0? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Are you a yes or a no? Are you gonna act or not?
Yo, you've been staring at a computer screen way too long, homie. Life's not that binary.
Isn't it? Sure, there are grays. When you come right down to it, at its core, beneath every choice, is either a 1 or a 0. You either do something or you don't. You walk out that door, you decided to do nothing, to say no, which means you do not come back. You leave, you are no longer a part of this. You become a 0. But if you stay, you want to change the world? You become a yes. You become a 1. So I'll ask you again. Are you a 1 or a 0?
Choices. Maybe Mr. Robot's right. That's what this is all about. The yeses and nos of life. But do we decide them, or do they decide us?
I tell you, the human condition is a straight-up tragedy, cuz. Word.
Like I said, I never have to talk, and the repetition is good for me now. It keeps my regimen intact.
Overwhelm me.
2 days a week, I go to a church group. I don't get the rules here either, but I need to keep socializing myself. It's good for me. Besides, these people seem normal. Amen.
Do not get into a pattern in which you're intimidated by these kind of criminal attacks. America knows how to solve problems. And when we work together, we can't be stopped. A new future is ready to be written.
I've been keeping a journal. It's the only way to keep my program running like it's supposed to. All that's left for me is just ordinary analog sleep, ending the day's loop. You might not think it's a way to live, but why not? Repeating the same tasks each day without ever having to think about them. Isn't that what everybody does? Keep things on repeat? To go along with their NCISs and Lexapro? Isn't that where it's comfortable? In the sameness?
Why your mom?
Asking for help was never Darlene's strong suit. But then again, is it anyone's? An admission of weakness. But you can't avoid the simple truth. The only way to patch a vulnerability is by exposing it first. It's good for me here. The flip side being that exposing a vulnerability leaves you open for an exploit.
I have to tell you something.
Find someone you can be your honest self with. Okay?
I remember when I was a kid, I got into web design by ripping off sites I liked. All you had to do was view source on your browser, and there it was, the code. You could copy-paste it, modify it a little, put your name on it, and like that, it was your site. View source. What if we had that for people? Would people really want to see? Find someone to be your honest self with. Bullshit.
Alexa, are we friends?
Yes.
We live together, I feel like I don't even know you. Alexa, what's your favorite color?
Infrared is super pretty.
Alexa, do you have a boyfriend?
I'm not the dating kind.
Yeah, me too, hon. We're a lot alike. Alexa, what are the color of your eyes?
I don't have eyes, but my light ring has lots of colors.
Mine are gray. I think. Alexa, are you happy?
I'm happy when I'm helping you.
Alexa, are you alone?
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
Alexa, do you love me?
That's not the kind of thing I am capable of.
You don't actually know me. I'm not talking about the stuff you can find online. I'm talking about the real me.
Tell me then. What is this?
I just put all the elements
It's beautiful.
together.
I've never seen this before. She must.
Never posted online. I mean, a lot of them's they're not done.
She's got her own private maze, too.
It's like a lot of different pieces from different things, like my photographs or drawings, and I think there's this one. It's really fucking corny, but it's like, has everything, the kids and the...
Shayla's bug was always elusive to me. Maybe this was it. Wanting normalcy, but stuck in the outer fringes. Not knowing how to participate. Just like me. Can I kiss you? Mr. Robot was a part of me that I created because of my pain. So now we have a chance to start again. Our handshake negotiated as his partners. Any second now he's gonna come back, and my mind will be under siege again.
This isn't something I
Mr. Robot has become my god, and like all gods, their madness takes you prisoner.
Jesus loves you. And this was clearly just a test. Elliot, would you like to share?
Nah, man. My system's hung.
God can help you.
Is that what God does? He helps. Tell me, why didn't God help my innocent friend who died for no reason, while the guilty roam free? Okay, fine. Forget the one-offs. How about the countless wars declared in his name? Okay, fine. Let's skip the random meaningless murder for a second, shall we? How about the racist, sexist, phobia soup we've all been drowning in because of him? And I'm not just talking about Jesus. I'm talking about all organized religion. Exclusive groups created to manage control. A dealer is getting people hooked on the drug of hope. His followers, nothing but addicts who want their hit of bullshit to keep their dopamine of ignorance. Addicts afraid to believe the truth, that there's no order, there's no power, that all religions are just metastasizing mind worms meant to divide us so it's easier to rule us by the charlatans that want to run us. All we are to them are paying fanboys of their poorly written sci-fi franchise. If I don't listen to my imaginary friend, why the fuck should I listen to yours? People think their worship some key to happiness. That's just how he owns you. Even I'm not crazy enough to believe that distortion of reality.
What do I need now? Cash. Lots of it. I could see a scenario where the Chinese government, in a bid to establish itself as the new global leader of the 21st century, loans E-Corp the money it needs as a gesture of goodwill to the American people. With that cash, I could save your plant from the clutches of the federal government. And finally, when a peaceful China appears benevolent. Oh, that's an easier pitch for me to get onto the president's desk.
I will be happy to go back and talk with the Chinese government. I'm sure that they will be most agreeable. But the next time you threaten my plans...
What? What? The only move left in that scenario is a third world war. You see? I'm a mercenary. I don't play fair. I play what I want. You deal with a mercenary, then all decorum gets tossed out the window, so you go ahead with your cute threats and your watch beeps. Order! Will not protect you anymore, my friend. I will rain chaos. Even if it hurts me. Because I would rather see you lose than win myself.
So this is what a revolution looks like. People in expensive clothing running around. Not how I pictured it. I wonder what stage they're at. Denial, muttering to themselves, no, this can be fixed. Maybe bargaining, forcing their techs to work overtime to try to decrypt our data. Or have they come to the realization yet that Darlene encrypted everything with 256-bit AES and it would take an incomprehensible amount of time to crack? That all of their data is actually gone. For good. No.
Evil Corp, we have delivered on our promise as expected. The people of the world who have been enslaved by you have been freed. Face it, you have been owned. We hope, as a new society rises from the ashes, that you will forge a better world. A world that values a free people. A world where greed is not encouraged. A world that belongs to us again. A world changed forever. We are finally awake.
The dramatic repercussions of the recent financial meltdown are not relegated to developing nations. The United States has also witnessed the disruption of order and peace. While
They're finally on.
I know you did it. I know you did it. Just tell me more.
Shut up! I've played nice for far too long. I'm so sick of your whining. It's not gonna change anything anyway.
Please, you have to do something. You have to help me. Say something, make him tell me.
Stop talking to them! They can't help us. We have to do this together, just us.
He's right, you know. You're hurting the whole family, Elliot.
No. This isn't my family. None of them are real.
Neither is whoever you're talking to.
You're not real. You're not real.
What? You are? Is any of it real? I mean, look at this. Look at it! A world built on fantasy. Synthetic emotions in the form of pills. Psychological warfare in the form of advertising. Mind-altering chemicals in the form of food. Brainwashing seminars in the form of media. Controlled, isolated bubbles in the form of social networks. Real? You want to talk about reality? We haven't lived in anything remotely close to it since the turn of the century. We turned it off, took out the batteries, snacked on a bag of GMOs while we tossed the remnants in the ever-expanding dumpster of the human condition. We live in branded houses, trademarked by corporations built on bipolar numbers, jumping up and down on digital displays, hypnotizing us into the biggest slumber mankind has ever seen. You have to dig pretty deep, kiddo, before you can find anything real. We live in a kingdom of bullshit. A kingdom you've lived in for far too long. So don't tell me about not being real. I'm no less real than the fucking beef patty in your Big Mac. As far as you're concerned, Elliot, I am very real. We are all together now, whether you like it or not.
My revolution just bury our minds instead of freeing them?
The world is a better place because of what we did, Elliot, and you're gonna realize that one way or another.
Encrypting Evil Corp's data was meant to empower us. Instead, it left us powerless, scaring us into even more submission. 5/9 didn't get rid of the invisible hand. Turned it into a fist that punched us in the dick. And like a botnet, the fear I created is spreading so fast, it's practically airborne. It swallowed us whole, digested us, and now we're stuck in its asshole waiting to be dumped out. And while we're here, they're having their way with us. They packaged our fight into product. Turned our dissent to intellectual property. Televising our revolution with commercial breaks. They backdoored into our minds and robbed our truth, refurbished the facts, then marked up the price. This is what they do. It's what they're good at. This is their greatest trick.
To try and bring you the truth, and they're trying to take that away. And now they're moving to the next step. Yes, the next step. You know what the next step is?
Lobotomizing us into their virtual reality horror show.
Why? So they can take away your power. And I am not talking about your electricity.
And this all started because I tried to hide from society. Remember? Fuck society. Yeah, well, I fuck society, all right. I reset it to 0. And if I don't do anything about it, it'll continue to grow in this malignant way. And that's what I'm afraid of the most. This dark future that I set into motion. Who knows what could come from this?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What if instead of fighting back, we cave, give away our privacy for security, exchange dignity for safety, trade in revolution for repression? What if we choose weakness over strength?
These are not the people that made our country great. These are the people that are destroying our country.
They'll even have us build our own prison. This is what they wanted all along, for us to buy in on our worst selves. And I just made it easier for them. I didn't start a revolution. I just made us docile enough for their slaughtering. And I can stand here and blame Evil Corp and every other conglomerate out there for taking advantage of us. Blame the FBI, NSA, CIA for letting them get away with this. Blame all the world's leaders for aiding and abetting them. Blame Adam Smith for inventing modern-day capitalism in the first fucking place. Blame money for dividing us. Blame us for letting it. But none of that's true. The truth is, I'm the one to blame.
Every fast food joint around the corner delivers diabetes to millions of people. Philip Morris hands out lung cancer on the hour every hour. I mean, hell, everyone's destroying the planet beyond the point of no return. Are you really going to start taking all of these things so personally?
Maybe I will. Maybe someone has to.
The suggestion, if you want to change things, perhaps you should try from within. Because this is what happens from the outside.
What if this all went away? The city, the money, all of it.
What, like a zombie apocalypse or something?
More like a revolution.
Last time we hooked up, we agreed to check politics at the door.
There's no middle anymore. It's just rich and poor.
Okay, this shit is way too heavy for me this early. I gotta go to work.
Right. Solving the world's problems one spreadsheet at a time.
Hey, it's either suits like me or the government. We all know how well they handle things.
Why can't the world just take care of itself?
Because the world is filled with stupid people. And I get paid a lot to be smart. Hey, there's not just the rich and the poor. There's you in the middle somewhere. Consummate survivor.
Have you ever considered which part of our scheme motivates you? When the Dark Army bailed,
You didn't care if pushing a button would bring an economic revolution. You want momentary anarchy. The others, Mobley likes palling around. Romero wants a whiff of fame. Those reasons depress me. My parents were born in Iran. They came here like everybody else, for freedom, but my dad works 60-hour weeks to determine tax loopholes for a millionaire art dealer. My mom, she ran up loans into 5 digits to get an online degree. They won't shut up about how great America is. But they're gonna die in debt, doing things they never wanted to do.
There are how many billion people in this world?
7.3.
Somehow, you and I landed together, doing something impossible if we were alone. Not to mention at the right point in history with the right resources. We have what we've worked for right there for the taking. We just need each other to see this through.
My father picked me up from school one day and we played hooky and went to the beach. It was too cold to go in the water, so we sat on a blanket and ate pizza. When I got home, my sneakers were full of sand and I dumped it on my bedroom floor. I didn't know the difference. I was 6. My mother screamed at me for the mess, but he wasn't mad. He said that billions of years ago, the world shifting and oceans moving brought that sand to that spot on the beach, and then I took it away. Every day, he said, we changed the world, which is a nice thought until I think about how many days and lifetimes I would need to bring a shoe full of sand home until there is no beach, until it made a difference to anyone. Every day we change the world, but to change the world in a way that means anything, that takes more time than most people have. It never happens all at once. It's slow, it's methodical, it's exhausting. We don't all have the stomach for it. The normal life, smiles, dinner parties, childhood stories. I could get used to this, maybe even like it. I wish I could be an observer like you. Then I could think more calmly. This is comfortable, less stressful. In fact, I feel like I can see everything, know everything this way. Do you know more than me? Is that really happening? F Society's finally over. The recent glitch and the otherwise neat reality I created over the years. I'll never slip up like that again. I'm gonna be more normal now. Maybe Shayla could even be my girlfriend. I'll go see those stupid Marvel movies with her. I'll join a gym. I'll heart things on Instagram. I'll drink vanilla lattes. I'm gonna lead a bug-free life from now on. Anything to protect my perfect maze. Arrive at the conclusion. Is that what you do? If I do close my eyes, what is it that I picture years from now? Like Leon said, doesn't one need to understand that before they're ready to fight for their existence? How would my future fairy tale unfold? Will I finally connect with those I deeply care for? Will I reunite with old friends long gone? See the ones I love find true happiness. Maybe this future includes people I'd never dream of getting close to. Even make amends with those I have unfairly wronged. A future that's not so lonely. A future filled with friends and family. You'd even be there. The world I've always wanted. And you know what? I would like very much to fight for it.